Hello friends and my dear students, welcome in the Sanjini Mahavidyalaya Sapuli's online YouTube video class. Today we are going to learn the sources of microorganisms in water. So it is very important topic because how the microorganisms mixed in the water from different sources. So let us see which are these different sources of microorganisms in water. So friends, these are the different sources of microorganisms in water. The first, it is the soil. The second, it is the atmosphere, means air. Third is the sewage. Number 4, decaying organic matter. And last one, it is the human animal activity. Means these are the different sources where the microorganisms are mixed into the waters. Let us see one by one how these microorganisms are mixed into the water. So first is the soil. It is the important source of microorganisms in water because soil contains number of microorganisms, or compared to any other sources, or compared to air, water, organic matters, animals, plants, or any humans activities, soil is the richest nutrient source. That's why number of compared to others, more number of microorganisms they are present into the soils. All different types of microorganisms are present into the soil, and each and every parts they get deposited or present inside the soils. That's why number of microorganisms are present. When we check 1 gram of soil sample, approximately consists of 8 to 9% bacteria, 5 to 8% actinomycetes, 5 to 6% fungi of microalgae, protozoa, nematodes, and other invertebrates. It means this is the percentage wise. These are present into the soil. The square meter of soil may contain 30 to 300 earthworms. Means this is the percentage of earthworm present into the soil. It means in 1 square meter of soil contains 30 to 300. Apart from that, number of microorganisms are present per grams compared to the human beings on the earth. It means no doubt more numbers, more means huge uncountable numbers of microorganisms are present in the soils. Bacteria are the most important microorganism in soil, with a population of 10 to the power of 10 to the power 11 individually. It means that after 10 there are 10 to 11 zeros. It means that more than billions populations of what the microorganisms are present in the soils. And as compared as far as in the concerns of microorganisms, 6,000 to 50,000 other species apart from the microorganisms are present per gram of soil. Per gram of soil means this much huge number of microorganisms are present per gram of soil. It means on the earth soil how much it is. we cannot count the numbers of microorganisms. It means in 1 gram it contains this much. It means 1 kg or more than that kg how much contains. It's the part. So all types of microorganisms are present in the soils. All means viruses present, bacteria, protozoa, fungi, algae. It depends on the type of soil. Less or more percentage of the microorganisms present in the soil depends on the types of soil, and each and every microorganism has its own role into the soil. Own role means some microorganism plays important role for production of nitrogen. Some microorganisms they are important for decomposition of phosphate. Means production as well as decompositions. That's the role of microorganism into the soil. So apart from that, how these microorganisms are mixed into the water? Yes, when the atmosphere water, when the rain falls on the surface of the earth, when the snow flow on the surface of the earth, during that time what happens? The atmospheric microorganisms, they get mixed, and the water that initially mixed into the soil, and whatever the soil microorganisms, they get mixed into the waters, and in the water these microorganisms remains. It means that on the surface of water, in the ponds, rivers, stream, in the sea, in the ocean, what happens? These microorganisms gets mixed from the soil, and what happens? Due to which water gets polluted or contaminated by this source. Both type of microorganism, they mixed into the water from soil. It means pathogenic as well as non-pathogenic. In this way, water get contaminated by many microorganisms. So these are the some examples of soil microorganisms, they get mixed into the waters. So the bacteria, agrobacterium, bacillus, clostridium, pseudomonas. In the actinomyces, nocardia, streptomyces. Apart from that, fungi like aspergillus, fusarium, alternaria, cladosporium. Apart from that, some soil algae. Which algae? Soil algae, that is the anabina, that is the oscillatoria and nostoc. And protozoa, that is the colpoda, that is the nematodes, pleurotricha and heteromita. And bacteriophages, it means the virus, that is the T4 bacteriophages. These are the some examples of the soil microorganisms, they get mixed into the water. This is the one source. The second source is the atmosphere or air, through which the microorganisms get mixed into the water. Initially, what happens? Air does not contain any type of microorganism, because air does not contain any type of nutrients and water moisture. That's why water is only helpful to flow the microorganism from one place to another place. Or during the rainfall, during the snowfall, what happens? These floated air microorganisms, they get mixed into the water, and what happens? These microorganisms present in the mixed into the water. So different types of microorganisms, especially the bacteria, then the molds, get added into the water from these sources. Apart from that, what happens? A number of airborne microorganisms, they cause a specific type of disease, because already we have studied which harmful microorganisms they get which are present into the air. Especially the microorganism, they produces pathogenic infection, that respiratory tract infection, asthma, allergic, that type of microorganism, that is the for example the corona virus. That type of microorganism, they get mixed into the airs during the rainfalls. And especially the fungal and bacterial spores, they are present in the airs, they get mixed into the water during the rainy seasons. So this is the picture, shows that the microorganism in the airs, means which microorganisms especially present in the airs: bacteria, fungi, then the viruses and allergens. This picture shows that these are the types of bacteria, they generally mixed into the water, which are generally present in the airs during the rainfalls, they get mixed into the water. The third source of microorganism in water is the sewage. You know, sewage is used water. Who used? The community, hospital and industrial waste. It is the industrial wastewater, it is a hospital wastewater or community wastewater, that we can say sewage. Sewage contains both organic and inorganic matters. And nowadays we are observing, especially in India, Maharashtra and Latur district, the number of sewage contains rich number of organic and inorganic matter, as well as pathogenic and non-pathogenic microorganisms. So, and these sewage water get mixed into the drinking water pipeline during the leakage, and that water gets polluted, the water gets mixed. And nowadays we are observing that the sewage waters of any municipal cities or any villages, they get mixed into the stream, then the stream get mixed into the river, and finally the river water get mixed into the dam, into the ocean, into the seas. It means that huge number of pathogenic as well as non-pathogenic microorganisms, they mixed into the air through sewage. So you just see, this is the some idea about the sewage contents. Sewage contents means it is near about 99.9% water is present in the sewage, and 0.1% it is a solid. In the solids, 70% organic matter and 30% inorganic matters. In the organic compounds, namely proteins, it is a 65%, then carbohydrates, that is 25%, fats 10%, and in organic matters, grit, salt, metals. It means that this much concentrations of what organic and inorganic matter, they get mixed into the sewage. It means that water get mixed the what, these nutrient sources, and these nutrient sources are important for growth of maximum microorganisms. The next source of microorganism in water is a decaying organic matter. Most of the plants, animals, or any other parts, they get mixed into the soils, or they are the source of dead and decaying organic matter in soils, because the number of leaves of plants, number of animals, after the death, they get mixed into the soil, and these are the source of decaying matter into the soil. Different types of saprophytic bacteria, molds, yeast, actinomycetes are the important, are the protozoa grow on such dead and decaying organic matter, and finally enters into the soil and waters. It means on decaying, for decomposition of these organic matter, for decomposition of this decaying organic matter, number of soil microorganisms, they decompose such materials, and afterwards what happens, these microorganisms mixed into the water and finally into the soil. Dumping of organic wastes near water bodies add microorganisms in water. Therefore, dumping of such waste near water bodies should be strictly avoided. Yes, because it is very important to keep the neat environment near the water bodies, because if these materials if get mixed into the waters, it means a number of diseases, pathogenic diseases are created from that waters. And the last source of microorganisms in water is the human and animal activities. Different activities of humans, such as for example the washing the clothes, then swimming, then handling the water during the cleaning the pots, or during bathing. It means a number of ways we can use the water for different processes, and finally that water get mixed into the water. It means that through which the number of microorganisms they mixed into the water. This is the important source. So apart from that, the pathogens from the intestine, which comes along with the fecal matter and microorganisms from the skin surface, may be added in water and act as source of infection. It means that during the bathing, or during the fecal matter of intestine, what happens? It contains pathogenic microorganisms. They get mixed into the soil and finally into the waters, and it acts as a source of infections. To prevent the contamination of water, it is very essential to avoid human activities which add microorganisms in water. That's why nowadays the government of India as well as the government of Maharashtra declared that everybody should make the bathrooms inside the house or inside the bungalows, because if we can if you cannot use such bathroom inside the rooms, what happens? So due to the mixing of these decaying matters into outside into the soils, what happens? Finally the microorganisms, they get mixed into the water. That's why the government of India and Maharashtra said that everybody should take the precautions about the bathrooms, and you should avoid to go outside for any other activity regarding to prevent contamination of water. So friends and my dear students, this is very important part. These are the different sources of microorganism in water. So you just watch the video, and this is the video which helps you to study, that is the sources of microorganism in water. If you have any questions about that, you have to mention any comments in the comment box of the YouTube channels. So goodbye.